Hey. It feels too early to be doing this. Again. That's okay. That's okay. Let me turn this down on my end and there we go. That should be better. Oh, good morning! Get that so I can see chat. Hey! I have my hair pulled up today. I moved the camera down last time. Alright, so I'm animating more. Were those words? I'm animating more all-nighter. Good morning, Britt. Good morning. Let's see. I just really liked how productive this made me feel on Tuesday. So now that it's Thursday, I figured it'd be fun. That was loud setting that down there. Here. I figured this be fun. So I'm working on a shot of Patty. I've done a lot of the animating already. I've changed a little bit of my animation process over the years, where now I do rough animation and then I basically move straight from rough animation into cleanup because I have no patience with myself. But here's the shot where she takes the backpack straps and just like ups them and starts the run. Yeah. And then it cuts to the shot where she's like running. So I think that'll be good. So right now I'm building her a head. Yeah. So that's what we're doing this morning. Is we're just chilling. I have a little blink already installed into the head. I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this because my stomach hurts. I've been up for many hours, and maybe my body will finally go, hey, let's go to sleep soon. Until then, though, we're vibing. Oh, that's up here. Okay, okay. Let's turn that blue. Let's get her bangs. This will go under the eyes because all-nighter eyes are always on the top. Thank you. I did get sleep. Currently, Ash goes to work at 5 in the morning. So we go to bed at like 7:38 on Mondays, Wednesdays, and, well, not Fridays because we have stuff to do, but... So we went to bed at like 8 and I woke up about like 1:30. So I'll take a nap after he gets off work. And everything will be fine. But until then, I don't want to sleep. My body doesn't want to lay down anymore. So we're gonna make progress. Yes. I'm always worried I'm gonna make a puppet head and then it's just gonna look terrible. Like once it's in motion. I think as long as I avoid like over shading it, like the eyes are already a little over shaded in my opinion, but it'll be fine. eyebrows. My nose itches. I don't know if that music's a good volume or not. And then I have Megan's little Patty model that she was working on back here. For the very back of the head. I was just gonna make that. There we go. She's so cute. She's Beauty. She's Grace. This is Patty's face. As long as the head is pretty consistent, everything will be great. And we'll do a mouth here. Alright, that's Patty's head. So, let me move that up. I've been working really hard on learning how to puppet in Clip Studio. I actually might want this below. Stop. Control S. Save. Okay. I'm gonna set this to a puppet layer. And let me actually do linear movement, and then I can key it all. No, let me hold this. Okay, head's here. I forgot to do something very important when puppeting in Clip Studio. There we go. Do it here. Put it down here on the first layer. Okay. It makes like the whole canvas the thing, but if you move your like point, it's all fine. Oh! I just done moved the whole thing. Oh, that's not what I want at all. Was this lock it? No, not lock it. There. On the layer itself would be great. So that's been moved there. And then we're gonna... Yike! Why are you doing that? Why? I need you to move on the layer. There it goes. Do I just have to control it from something that's not the... Okay. Fine, fine. Have it your way, Clips. Okay. So that's the first pose. I want this back under here. So the move is like, she like, a little bit. She like pulls it up, but she's going like... I looked up at the camera. Oh god. I feel like it's necessary. I've you know, I did cam last week and I'm doing cam this week. It feels necessary when I'm animating to see me, so you get the like, that a VTuber model just cannot capture. Okay. We're back in it. She tilts her head this way, and it's down here. It even like squishes a little, but I know if I mess with the transform in here, it might get a little janky. So, and I know here, stop clicking on that. I know here she tilts it this way. It's down. By here. It's back up. And once I get kind of this basic like movement in, I'll go in and animate the individual parts. Like her head tilting forward and stuff. Clip Studios are already lagging. It does not like that I'm doing this to it. It would much rather I just move things myself. Shit. And then it goes back, lean back, and then and I want her to be getting bigger, so that should be actually that expression I just made, holy shit. That might actually be something I do at the very end to scale her up. Or keep doing that. She's going across screen, but she's also coming towards the camera. Just a little. Just a little. Okay. Yeah, that makes no sense currently. That's okay. Oh god. The lag. I can't believe it's lagging harder with this than the whole, like, 1.5 or 2-minute animatic. That's kind of insane to me. Thank you! I'm really hoping it doesn't get, like, copyrighted in any way. It's, all Genshin Impact themed. It's in the Genshin character themes Spotify playlist. So I'm really hoping, like a lot of video game music, it's not a problem. But if it is how it is. I really don't understand why it's lagging so hard. Because I'm worried it's a playback issue. Let's see. New window. Let me look at something. Okay. It is, I guess it is what it is. I'm sure it'll render out fine. There's a lot of in-betweening to do. There's also some edits on the blink I have to do. Those have to be timed out different. I just animated them first. Okay. So I guess I'll start messing with that now. Because she blinks. Her eyes need to be closed when she gets here. God. Can I not edit this right now? Can I not edit any of that while this is... Okay, I can turn that off and it's fine. It gets weird the way doing this in clip is. Okay, so... eyes need to be closed there. that's right, I have to edit the eyelashes as well. Okay. Okay, and then I have her blink again here. Alright. Sorry I like have my head all the way down, saying absolutely nothing. Blink, blink. Okay, so that's 2 blinks. Very nice. Let's hop back in. Four, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Okay, I think that's it. Ah! Apparently not. Apparently not. Okay, back to 1. There we go. Blink, blink. And let's get some eyebrow move in there. I am so focused. Let's get an eyebrow move in there. Because I have... Stop. Save. Merge these layers. Lips. Oh! Where is that flicker? There. Okay, so it jumps straight, so... Okay. Let's see. I think if I just turn the animation layer, it kept all that info. Yeah! Alright, alright. Let's see what that looked like. If it'll even play it. Oh, it's so choppy! So I guess what I'm learning is I'm not gonna know what any of this shit looks like until I render it out, which is highly upsetting. Why is that? Is it? Hold on. Okay, this is saved. So let me try import movie. I have more shots I want to work on, not necessarily today, but just in general. That I'm wondering if I just messed up setting up the timeline. New timeline. Frame rate. No, that should be fine. Okay, it's having trouble playing back everything, which is interesting. But this is the best animation software I have right now. So, episode 1 shot 4. I'll just have to trust my instincts while animating this. And when I really need to look at it, render it out, I guess. I thought this would run a little smoother than doing it on my iPad. And in some ways it does. But in others, not so much. But that's okay. That's okay. Okay. So eyebrows. Okay, so eyes open all the way, eyebrow. Put one here. Oh, that's super choppy. Mm-mm. I don't like any of that eyebrow animation, actually. I hate all of it, actually. Oh. Let's get rid of those. Can I delete all the keyframes? Yes. Okay. here. 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 Okay. Now I have to get a little silly with it. That's a little better. Not much. Maybe if I just like... I don't think anyone's gonna notice that it looks like that. I'm gonna have to render it out and see how it's looking. I don't want to. That feels very unfortunate to do. Shot to test. Okay. What I should do is just keep going. Because it looks choppy, but it's because it's all frame by, like, not frame by frame, but like it is interpolated. Would really love if that played back. Maybe if I clear history and save. Oh, it sure is trying, isn't it? Okay, so I'll just go slow. So it holds this position until here, and then it eases in, and then it goes over this way. It goes up and over. ahead and convert this. And this is a hold until here. I'll go ahead and just make these. Okay. And I'm gonna throw this behind, save. The bits and pieces I'm getting are looking kind of good for that head. I just wish it would actually play back. I'm gonna delete that test and go again. Export. Oh. Render stretch. Okay. That's not too bad. It definitely looks, let me, can I play file? Let me add a display capture. There we go. Okay, so right now the shot looks like this, and it's kind of artificial looking, but I really just want all the all-nighter stuff to make progress and get finished. I'm not too worried about perfection. So this is how this shot's looking so far. Can I? Yeah. I think that looks pretty good. I might have a little spot where the cheeks dip to make it, cheeks and nose and eyes dip a little to make it a little more fluid. But I'm really liking how that's looking so far. Yeah. Alright, alright. Alright, alright. So let me save where I'm at. And then I need to turn off this animation layer to get those like movement details. Save. We're making good progress. We're doing it. I can't do a playback, so okay. So it's when her head dips, it goes up. Okay, and it should dip probably about here is where those dips should happen. Hey, Hey, Tasha. How are you doing? Good morning. Let's see. Okay, so I need to make this. I want her eyes to dip. Probably to be... Oh! Why do I keep doing that? I think I want her eyes to dip here when she's running. And it should come... Well, let me come back up. No. Here. I'm doing pretty good. I've been awake for many hours at this point. I did not pull an all-nighter. This is just my life right now. So I'm working on some all-nighter stuff. Let me show you. So I posted that animatic in the chat the other day, and now I'm working on animating the sequences. And I just played this patty shot that I'm working on. It won't play back really well on Clip Studio, so I'm rendering it out as I go. And it's looking like this so far. I'm building like little puppet heads in Clip Studio to kind of speed up the process. It doesn't look perfect. I'm working on some little tweaks, but I think it looks really good for the speed at which I'm trying to get things done. Like I did the rough animation the other day and cleaned it up a lot today, and now I just started building the puppet head today as well and animating it. So I think it's looking cool. I think it's gonna look real nice. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. Oh. Want her head to dip. Maybe even here. I'm having a good time. Okay, and move that. This needs to be... I gotta move the other expression pieces. Hopefully I don't do all of this for nothing. So we already did the eyebrows. Right? Right. Eyebrows move? Why don't the eyebrows move anymore? Okay. Okay, so I also want to do when her head dips. Oh, here would also be a good part to do this hair. So let me make it a hold frame. Do the hair here until hold frame here. I get focused. I get like I move off camera and I get focused. All right, so I really wish this would play back so it was like visible. It's so unfortunate. I don't know how to fix this except for rendering it out and seeing how it is. So I'm gonna keep going on the still version. How long do you intend the intro to be? So, let me pull up the animatic. No one can see you yet. Let me pause the music. So I actually have lines for the entire comic intro, like the whole like introducing all the characters, but that didn't feel super necessary for animation. So let me pull up. I love explaining this, so I will stop everything. That's the bus. I don't need that right now. Let me stop everything I'm doing. I think this is it. No. That's the new opening. So I originally, for the comic, in the comic version of this, I had everything kind of like narrated out because it felt super weird for nothing to happen for a while. So I had Q narrating. But it felt really pretentious in the comic, which was purposeful because that's kind of how the narrator's character is. But for animation, I didn't want to open it with like really patronizing dialogue from the narrator like immediately. So what we have right now is, turn this back on, this sequence. So I'm working on a logo to go here, and it'll open the curtain. I already have some of this ready in After Effects. Then the bus goes, and Patty's off the bus running, and it's Patty running. And obviously a lot of the animation will be timed out a little bit better than this, but Patty coming in, and then I've reincorporated that shot of yours into the elevator because that transitions better in animation. I've also added this shot where Sin's working so Patty can run past behind. I felt like that was kind of necessary to the running sequence to kind of introduce Sin sooner. And then it's going to be Mochi playing the game and her like doing really, really well. And then Patty coming in. One of those frames is out of place. But, so that's kind of what we're working with for the actual intro. I have, that would be kind of a turnoff for view-overs if the voiceover comes in right away. Yeah, it felt super, because I was trying to do, originally, before I just started animating again, I was trying to do like a comic dub to kind of get myself into it, but it was just coming off more and more patronizing. Caleb's voice acting for the narrator is fantastic, but it felt like a lot. So I figured I could scrap like 2 minutes of dialogue for this. How long was that? Like 1 minute sequence, 1.5 minute sequence. Right under a minute sequence. That dialogue originally was like super long, which, you know, was kind of my fault because I rewrote the dialogue to be that way for the comic. And a lot of people didn't like that in the comic either, but that's okay. So I've replaced a lot of that intro about Patty's role and Mochi's role down to this like 1 minute clip that I'm animating now. And then I have voice acting lines from Patty and Mochi's voice actors of Mochi being like, "Oh, are you okay?" And Patty being like, "I'm tired." So I do want to get those together after I animate this sequence and continue. After I do this, I think this will make like, because I'm just trying to get back into it. After I do this, I'll start the animatic process for that, like, "Hey Patty, are you okay?" Dialogue and editing that. Um, and then I'll have them go by Sin and Gabriel, and then that'll lead into the actual, like, oh hey, here's our actual protagonist. I'm expecting that between that 1 minute sequence, probably about 30 more seconds of Mochi and Patty talking, and then I may even just cut out them going to get food. I might just have them mention it. I don't want to like not include Gabriel at all though, and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what's up. I have all of your storyboards and I have the comic, and I'm kind of just doing what feels right as I go. I really like this new animated intro into it. I feel like it's way more compelling than a ton of dialogue. About to mention Gabriel. Yeah, me. Brain, I need you to work. Manage works. Teamworks. Here it is. Open. This will take a second. I might clip this down into a video itself because I really like talking about this. I love talking about All Nighter almost more than I like working on All Nighter. So, in the comic version of the storyboards, I had it where I had Q's narrator read all of this. And I got a lot of feedback in the comic that a lot of people didn't like when I was doing the TikTok stuff trying to promote it. A lot of people didn't like how patronizing this was because they thought it was myself, the writer, talking to them and not a narrator talking to them. I do. I like talking about my son. This is my child. All Nighter is my child. Um, so yeah, so a lot of people were like, that's really, really patronizing. And the few people I responded to, I was like, hey, I'm sorry you felt like it was patronizing. That is because the character who is doing the narration is Stinky Awful Bastard Man. I didn't phrase it like that, but that's kind of the whole thing. So I had all of this opening, like, I've seen students forgo sleep. This is the perfectionist. Oh, what a perfectionist she is. And then the sequence of her running in. And then, oh, but if we're going to talk about the perfectionist, we should talk about the procrastinator. So I've cut all that out. That's like too much. That's way too much dialogue. For the animation, I do like it for the comic, but it's too much in the animation. I do have an audio of Patty's voice actor saying, "Sorry for holding you up." I will probably scrap that as well because of the musical sequence. Um, and I've changed, so this shot where she walks by, that the new version is her running past with Sin in the front. Um, thank you. It was also just getting to be just a weird timing thing. It was a lot. Um, for Mochi playing the video game, that'll probably be some of the last footage that gets put in, probably before the whole episode is finished. That'll probably stay animatic for a really long time because I am working with, you've probably seen him in the All Nighter Discord. I'm working with a guy on creating an actual Cat Blaster video game. Like he got really into it, so we're collaborating on making a real Cat Blaster video game. So I've asked him when that's finished if I can use actual gameplay footage in the short to kind of like co-advertise our collaborative projects. Um, so that'll probably stay the scrolling image for a really long time. Yeah. But then I want to have like Mochi like playing the game while the song comes up to the crescendo, ending with Patty like slamming her head on the desk. So I do have this audio of like, "Oh no, Patty, you doing okay?" And Patty being like, "Yeah, I was on my way to pick up dinner, but the bus came early, so I had to book it to catch it at the next." Like, I have all of that. All of that dialogue, and I kind of want to keep it because it's going to be a really long. I know episode 2 is already finished, but in episode 1, if I cut all of those things out, it'll be a really long time before we hear like Mochi speak, and Patty will speak at the end of episode 3 again. And then I have like the shortest amount of dialogue from Gabriel's voice actor of just like, "Whoa, yeah, I have those." And we won't hear him speak till episode 3 either because episode 2's already out. So there's part of me that's like, these are my core characters. Um, my main 2 and then my secondary other 3. I don't know. I don't really like the sequence where they're running because I'm already tired of animating people running. I have barely even scratched the surface of animating this long run sequence, and I'm already tired of it. Episode 2 has a big run scene. I've added this big run scene. Well, not added, I've like solidified this big run sequence in the first episode. Episode 3 is gonna be running all. Oh, they're all running. Every single one of them is just running from place to place. No wonder Sin doesn't get any work done. She sits there and then she gets up and she runs somewhere else. But yeah, so the longer short of answering your question of how long the sequence is going to be, I'm the time on it is the final time. I have a couple edits I want to do to this intro song. I'm not super happy with the quality of this intro song, but I do want to stick with it because it was one of the things my grandfather composed for All Nighter and recorded for All Nighter before he passed away. And Kino, who's done a lot of the All Nighter music, has made a cleaned up version that I like a lot better. So I think it'll be fine. I think this will be way more compelling than than like I have no idea anymore how long. Where is that audio? I have the audio file somewhere. That's the curtains. I don't even need to look at it. It was too long. It was several minutes. It was it was too much time. Um Thank you to the narrator for narrating it, and I'm sorry I've cut it. What am I doing? I've kind of lost track of my brain. Oh yeah, I had Okay, I remember what I was doing. I remember what I was doing. Eyebrows were animated. What was that sound? My little man. My dog is like right down there on the floor. He makes the funniest sounds all the time. Okay. I also want to have the lips and cheeks move down. And before I forget, because I know I had mentioned this to you in the chat before, Tasha, if you had any shots you wanted to grab. And this is not like a, hey, you should grab some shots. It's just while I'm thinking about it, I've rendered a few more out for me to work on. But if you wanted any of them, I thought I'd share it with you. Okay. So shot 4. I think that'll be a lot of fun to do. I've rendered that out. I want to speed up and like have more pauses, but that's the rough. And then there's this. I want to have some animation for them back there before Patty runs in, so that'll be a heavy-ish shot. And then I've animated a GIF version of this somewhere. I just don't know where it is. And then this shot is rendered out to be animated. And then there's this 3/4 run. I like this plan of it. And then just Sin blinking. I'm thinking for the Sin blink, it might be cool to have like a little shadow move behind her to kind of insinuate something spooky's going on there. But I don't know about that yet. So those are kind of the ones I'm working on first as I'm trying to get back into doing animation for All Nighter and getting back into animating period, basically. Where? Here. But if there's any sequence in that opening that you'd be interested in, again, not a like, hey, just I never want it to seem like I am trying to solicit for free work, but I know a lot of people have supported this project and are interested in continuing supporting it. And I want to make sure everyone has the opportunities to do that if they would like to. That's too much lip move. Let's see. Hopefully when I have time to animate this summer, I could take a shot. Yeah. Which shot am I excited to animate? Uh, that's a tough question because I am excited to animate all of them. And I am terrified of some of them. So I think the shot right now that I am most excited to animate is this one. Let me cut the music. Um, is this one where she busts through the door and kind of like wobbles. Just because I find the way I've keyed it out to be really interesting. I do want to speed up the move and make it more like professional. Like have that movement happen faster and more like pause to it. But I'm really excited to try and do it. There's a lot of stuff that I'm like, I'm excited to have this in my portfolio. I'm also really excited for this one of like Sin working and then just Patty running in behind. Let's see. I have ones that I'm excited to have in my portfolio and have done, but I'm terrified to do. A great example for that is already done the curtain. It's literally, so this shot where she's running, that's gonna take a significant amount of work and planning. I want to give it the same feel as the comic shot where it's like this long, really dramatic. I want background characters in there doing stuff. I want Patty's run to be pretty good. Yeah. That's one that I would be excited to have in my portfolio, but I'm kind of terrified for. I think another one, I am a little excited about this one, though I don't really want to do it. What else? Oh, I'm super excited for this, of like Mochi playing the game, because I have it where she's like leaning in, swooping over, coming up. I want her to do like a little bounce right here as she's doing well. And then I want her to like get a winning thing and like have this big like and then it's like this really intense expression that bounces. So I have a couple of shots I'm super excited to do and some that I'm really excited to do but terrified for. Let's see, I'm glad you're getting back into animation. Thank you. I've been doing a little bit over the past couple of years, mainly for specific like private commissions, not so much all-nighter or anything I actually want to be doing. But it's been really, I think getting back to school and kind of getting over some of my burnout has been the biggest help for stuff like that. There's the nose. I knows. But yeah, doing that Mickey Mouse animation for All Nighter as well was a really fun, and making the VTuber models I made this semester. Super fun stuff. Always trying to do cool stuff. My passion has been reignited. It's been a good time. Okay, so first, I need this to come back and down. This is gonna look super janky, and I'm already not super vibing with it. But maybe that's just because I'm not seeing it happen yet. Feel like I could do the shot with Patty by the elevator door. If you want to, you're absolutely welcome to. But don't commit yourself to anything that is putting you out. Number one, take care of your stuff and what you need to. But when you have the time, if you want it, it'll probably still be available. Let's see. Is that the right cheek? Yes. Here. The right cheek, the left cheek. Oh. I'll render this out in a second with the full movement, and then if it looks good, it'll be time to get on to the body. Okay, and then I need this to end here as well. Save, before I forget. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. That looks so weird, but I'm hoping that will give the illusion when all of it is tweened that the head is dipping forward. And of course, it's not going to play like any of it. Okay, let me render this out. We'll take a look at it all together. Export animation, movie, shot 2 test 1. Yep, 24 frames a second. Fantastic. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the, like... Oh, that looks so much better. Not by much. Like, it still looks really tween-y. But I think the quality of it is still really good for an indie animation. Okay. Let me put it on loop. Party, party! I think that's just enough. Yeah, I think that's just enough variation in the face to give it kind of the look of her dipping her head forward. Just enough. It's a really quick movement. It doesn't last very long before it cuts to her running. So I guess it's time to start working on the body. Sorry, every now and then when I do something and I'm proud of it, I just have to sit there and stare at it for a few minutes. It's been a really long time since I've really gotten into animation stuff. So I'm just like staring at this like, whoa, I did that. I did that. Wow. Patty party. Okay. Like, let me show you where this was earlier today, because I do have where I started this morning. The first version of this I did today was this. Play it again. This is where I was at this morning. And now I basically have the head fully cleaned up. So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good about where this is. It looks like it could be better, but I'm still really proud of how it's looking. Yeah. We're doing good, y'all. Okay. I'm wondering if I make the head invisible, if it'll play the anime. Yeah, okay, so if the head is invisible, it plays everything else normal. It's only when the head is, so I don't even have to worry about it. Head, done. No more worrying about the head. I'm gonna lock that layer. I can make it invisible and not have to worry about it while I move on to the next part. Okay. Trying to dissect what to do next. How long? I've only been streaming for an hour. Oh my god, an hour and 18 minutes? Wow, it feels like way longer. It feels like I've been doing this for 10,000 years. It feels like I've been doing this too long. I'm literally in a state of, what do I do now? There's so many moving pieces on her body. The hair's going to be last. I feel like that follow through would be best saved for last. I could do her little neck thing, the little collar on her thing, on her shirt. I'm doing a lot of this like semi-puppeted. I could do her hand. Do her hands. There's part of my brain that's like, I could move on to a different shot. I'm done with it. I made the head. The head's cleaned up. What else is there to do? And it's like, at myself, like, buddy. I do also have, this is probably not the best background layout, but because this takes place with her in front of the bus, I do have, what happened? What happened? I do have the bus in the background. Lock that layer. So this is happening in front of the bus before she starts the run. Boop. What happened? Get that feeling. Yeah. What do you mean? What do you mean I have to do the rest of it? Let's build her hand puppet pieces. I think that would be helpful to get done. I don't want to. I think it's mainly her hands that I'm like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But it'll be so satisfying if I got this like finished today instead of starting a new thing. So I'll quit complaining about it temporarily. I don't need. So I have this animation layer, which is my full finished animation layer that I did today. Full finished rough animation. But then I have this rough animation that was the one I played earlier. I don't need that anymore in here. That can go. Does it play any smoother now? Now that that's gone? No, not even not even a little at the beginning. It's crazy to watch that lag so bad. I wish I could like now that I'm happy with it, like render it down into like just frames. I don't know if there's a way to do that in Clip Studio without like exporting each frame as a PNG and then importing it back in. Kind of like how you have to do for After Effects anyway. I don't want to do that though, so I'm stalling. I'm a staller. Alright, alright. I'm gonna find the frame of her hand that I like the best real quick. I don't need the head here. Oh, I'm not playing my music. How am I ever supposed to focus without music? I think that's my favorite. That's my favorite hand on the left side. So let me make this left hand. I forgot I stopped at like really epic parts of this song. And I'm not doing the cuff, I'm just doing the hand. Yep. That's how it's gonna look. Where's the thumb? Am I really doing that? Well, yeah, I guess if your hand's up like this, and then you go, whoop, whoop, woo, you don't really see a thumb. I mean, unnecessary details. All-Nighter characters have 3 fingers. She got no fingers right now. Not a single finger. No fingers. What am I doing? The other hand will be harder because it'll be like less like this and more like, hey, hey. Oh, I can hold my hand up to the camera. So stupid sometimes, y'all. Okay, I got Megan's puppet back here. Go ahead and preemptively put some shady there. I'm gonna have to go. I keep putting that down too close to the mic. I'm about to have to go to the bathroom and take a quick break. Quick little break. Select layers. Fantastic. Left hand. What if I just for the right hand? Oh, it looks bad. Do you think I could get away with it? I don't think I could get away with it. I couldn't get away with it, he says, as he tries to get away with it. Oh! Is that all it takes to get away with it? Hold on. Am I actually gonna get away with this? I think I could get away with that. I think I could get away with that being the same hand. Just the line art's redrawn on it a little bit. But I don't think anybody who wasn't here would notice. Do you think they would notice? Because I don't think they'd notice. I don't think anyone's gonna notice. I need you two to swear yourselves to secrecy. But I don't think anyone's gonna notice. Who could know if they weren't here? I don't think, like, I wouldn't know. Wow. What's that face for, Tasha? Do you not like it? It's not great. But you know, I don't think there was gonna be a way for me to do it where it looked. Who's gonna know? I really like this emoji you've used. That's like I know I wouldn't notice because I wouldn't be thinking about it that hard if it wasn't here. That means we can animate the hands now, though. Epic hand animation. I am a disgrace to puppeteers the world over. And yet, I'm a genius. You know that feeling? Where it's like, I do think the stream is more entertaining when you can see my expressions. I do think my voice conveys a lot of the insanity, but I'd like to think my expressions sell it. Okay. Which hand is this? That hand? Okay. Boop. Okay. First frame, set this here. Hold. When does this head move? Oh, there it is. Okay, so that head starts moving there. So I need the smooth starting here. And then it should come down. Oh, hold on. Here we go, here we go. So come down, but with like some drag, so it's like... Okay, I don't need that for this. Oh god, okay. Gotta trust that process. So this has to come up now. Oh, I like how snappy that is. Okay. Woo-hoo. Again, not great. You can tell it's like highly puppeted, but I do think it's better than not having anything finished at all. which has been the past couple of years of trying to do this. I might even tilt this down some so it's, yeah, bouncy. Smooth here. Wait. Oh god, I forgot the head. Okay, hold on. So it comes up first, like this. God. I see where. Okay, hold on. Down. I see, so this should stay probably tilted down so it's not as jerky. Okay. I don't think anyone's going to be paying enough attention to the hand for that not to be okay. So let's do the other one. Yeah! I think the other things that'll be puppet pieces are the neck, and the thing, the squishy thing. The collar, the neck and the collar will probably be puppet pieces. And the heart on her shirt will be a puppet piece. Maybe that, I hate to say it like this, maybe her whole, like, torso, specifically breast area, will be a puppet piece. But I think I'll have to do her arms, hand done, which is fine. Okay. Right hand. Luckily, I already have a pretty good template for where frames go for this. Oh shit. Hold on. I forgot. Gotta adjust those points. Okay. So... smooth frame. Smooth. Make it smooth. So it comes down first. it goes off screen. I'll have to remember the main reason it goes off screen is because her body comes in front of it. About here. So let me actually pull it back up. Yeah. That's super not realistic, but her body will be in front of it. I have to remember that with this red marker. Okay, let's build her chest piece next. Because half of it will have to be behind the hands and then it'll go in front. And I know how to do that on clip pretty easily. So, at this point. And this might need to be a folder. I didn't even think about the right hand will actually need to be over this. The whole time. Sometimes I forget about the heart. I can never remember what order the stuff on it goes in. Should I look at her actual character sheet? Absolutely, but Megan's is just as good. And I think I can give the illusion of, if I put a shadow on her bust, the illusion of like her boobs bouncing. That's what comes to mind, but like her chest moving up and her boobs bouncing with like a shadow in the heart. I don't want it to feel creepy, but sometimes boobs bounce, and that's the only way I can think to put it. I think I can get that with this puppet piece. Pretty fine. Okay. That does make me need to figure out when her boobs bounce, though, real quick. It's boob bounce time. I need to stop saying that. Okay. So let's start with the heart, because I think it'll be more helpful in this kind of movement. I also need to remember I have fucking bread dough in the oven. I've been teaching myself how to make bread. Not in, it's heating, it's rising in the oven. I just need to check on it soon. I'll probably do this chest piece and then end the stream here. I might try and make like a little video out of the stream. I don't know yet though. So, okay, so hold. So wait till the hands are here, and then we'll get a smooth. No, you're supposed to be a hold. Then up here, kind of delayed from. Is there another time? No, it's going to be in a different position the whole time. Okay. Kind of delayed from the other. Okay, I want it to be down. Oh, wrong piece. Up. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. I have to do my mood check-in. So I've been tracking my mood for 2 weeks now. Tomorrow it'll be 2 weeks. At 8 a.m. every morning, roughly, to 5:30. At 5:30, at least twice a day for some therapy stuff. Myself. I've been trying not to check my, see the record of my mood every day. I know last week I was like, oh shit. But the app I use, if you're ever interested in tracking your mood, it can be really helpful. The app I'm using specifically is for identifying how to verbalize your emotions. And it's called How We Feel. That's not it. That is a game. So it's called How We Feel, and the icon is that little heart emoji. And it has the, like, how are we feeling this morning? That might be backwards. But it's super cool. If you've been struggling with identifying your emotions, I definitely recommend it. It's got little therapy lessons. There are no ads. I'm not sponsored. My therapist just recommended it to me, and I've been using it a lot. At least twice a day for the past 2 weeks. So I feel like when she starts to move here... So, and now we got... That's pretty good. I think that implies the motion a little bit. And now let's do the shadow. I don't know why I grabbed myself for that. Hold here. Smooth here. Boom. And I can just follow the same plan. Yeah! Little shadow bounce helps. Yeah! Yeah! I forgot I had the camera on for a second. Yeah! Okay, now I have to have it move in the folder. And then I'll render out what I have so far, and that'll be the end of the stream today. I think we're making really good progress. The shot is almost done, which is really nice to have progress like that happening. Chest. And... okay. Hold. Till... yeah! And much like animation fashion, chest comes up for that secondary action. Maybe if I move everything forward by 1, it'll feel more like secondary action on the body move. Oh, that's better. Hold on. Maybe. I like that. I like that. Yeah, I like that. And then here. And I want her body to go back a little. Just by here. She has to get to here. Oh, shit. Just... Oh, it's struggling there. Alright, since it's struggling there, I feel pretty confident about throwing all the stuff on and doing a render test. Oh, wait. Before I forget about the render test, I need... Which hand is this? That one. Good. Okay. So I need to duplicate this. So this is one of the ways you can layer stuff up in Clip Studio is if you duplicate your animation. I can put it behind the breast, so like it's there. So if I want it to cut behind the body, say here. So it does just pop, which can feel kind of unnatural, but I think that's a good spot for it to pop away. And honestly, no, I'll leave it for now. Let's render it out and see how it's looking. Probably not fantastic, but probably better than not existing at all. Test 2. I've come a far way, and I'm gonna keep working on this after stream is over, probably. But I don't think I need to stream more than 2 hours today. Oh, my neck cracked. Okay. Let me throw on... Okay, it's looping. Boom. Alright. Here's what we got so far. I think that looks pretty good. I mean, obviously it's not like the most fantastic animation, but I think once it's finished, like the arms and the straps are there, and there's some compositing on it, it'll be a pretty compelling, because this will be the first like actual character shot, right? It'll be the first time we see a character like full moving as a center of the piece in the first episode. I think it's a pretty compelling, the head's consistent sized, there's some decent secondhand motion. Yeah. Could always be better, but I think at this point, shortcuts like this will be really important to getting the shorts finished. And I think it'll be... I'm excited to be making progress. This is really nice to see. as just like a couple hours work. So yeah. So thank you, Britt and Tasha, for being here. Thank y'all for being here. Wonderful to talk to both of you. I will probably stream again on Tuesday, depending on how I'm feeling. I'm enjoying streaming while Ash is at work because it gets me kind of going mentally and it gets something done. So thank you for coming. Where's mine? Goodbye. Thank you for watching. I might take a break from animating and make a little, like, that's the wrong thing. Make a little, like, compilation of stuff from this stream. I don't know. We'll see. It's 2 hours worth of stuff. I'm not sure I'm gonna want to do that. So, alright, but bye-bye. Bye. Say bye, Cancer.